Today we're going to learn how to properly position and present term life insurance with living benefits. This isn't simply about death benefit protection. This is about protecting families while they are living. Now, most people understand that life insurance pays when someone dies. Few realize some policies may provide access to benefits while they're still alive if they experience a qualifying chronic, critical, or terminal illness. Please keep this in mind. Our job is not to sell insurance. Let me repeat that. Our job is not to sell insurance. We are problem solvers or solutions specialists. Our job is to solve financial problems before they become family tragedies. So, who needs term life insurance with living benefits? Well, the answer is simple. Anyone who loves someone financially dependent upon them. I need you to burn this in your brain. People don't buy life insurance. People buy protection. They buy certainty. They buy peace of mind. People do not buy life insurance. Every good doctor always examines the patient carefully before diagnosing anything. Like skilled doctors, we never prescribe before diagnosing. Every recommendation always begins with a financial needs analysis, an FNA. You will soon learn that most people think life insurance only works after death. Living benefits may allow access to a portion of the death benefit while the insured is still living if they experience certain qualifying health events. Why living benefits matter? Well, medical events create financial emergencies. Many families are one diagnosis away from financial hardship, and that's why your job is so important. When it comes to designing a protection plan, the amount of coverage should be based upon the client's need and not budget alone. To get to know our clients well, sometimes we must ask hard questions. For instance, you may want to ask, when will your children become financially independent? Or when will major debts be eliminated? Coverage should last through the period of greatest financial vulnerability. In just about every household, you will encounter a variety of objections. Working individuals may state that they don't need insurance because their employer provides it. And we must advise them that employer coverage is a benefit and not a plan. And ask them, hey, look, what happens if you leave your job? You don't own that insurance. You can't control it. It may not follow you when you leave, and it may not be enough insurance to begin with. One of the most used objections is that it costs too much. It seems to always come back to price. And here's where you will learn the skill of reasoning, logic, and common sense. Now, we can tactfully ask them, well, here's the real question. What would it cost your family if you actually needed it and didn't have it? And then we could use some comparisons. For instance, if they are coffee drinkers, we can ask them how much they spend on a cup of coffee a day, a week, a month, or whatever. Or if they have streaming services, if they have the internet, we can ask them, well, what do you pay for on your internet bill every month? Or, and everyone has a cell phone. We can always use that as a reference as well and show them the comparison between those bills and what the insurance will actually cost them every month. Another very popular objection is the person that wants to think about it. Again, we can tactfully say, I completely understand. Can I ask what specifically you'd like to think about? You see, our goal is to identify the real concern and then overcome it. The application process is designed to determine eligibility and appropriate pricing. And as you can see by this slide, there are many steps involved in this process. We never ever leave clients with questions, wondering what happens next. Why? Because questions sometimes can very easily lead to doubt, and doubt can cause you to lose a potential client. We have to set expectations, explaining time frames when it comes to the application process, possible requests that may be made, like additional medical records, for instance. We have to let them know what the approval process may be and the length of time that it may take to be approved. And there is the policy delivery. So we have to let them know step by step what's going to take place. We want to be extremely thorough in all we do with our client throughout this process. Now it comes time for the decision. Again, we must be tactful in our speech. Based on everything we've discussed, do you believe protecting your family is important? Then you pause and wait for them to answer. And most will answer yes. Second question you would ask him is, do you believe this solution addresses the concerns you shared with me? And pause. Wait for them to answer. Again, most will answer yes. At this point, I would assume the close and say, let's go ahead and get you and your family protected. This is Policy Delivery Day, perhaps the most important meeting you will ever have. State to your client, today your protection becomes active. Now, you want to review coverage, beneficiaries, living benefits, the premiums, the policy storage, and the emergency contacts. Be very thorough and complete the transaction and answer every question that the client may have. I know by now you're probably breathing a sigh of relief, thinking that it's over, but wait, it's not over. The sale is not the end of the process. The relationship between you and your new client is just beginning. That's right. You just put a ring on it. Because during this relationship, many events are going to take place. You're going to have your annual reviews. They may have some new children pop up. If they're not married, they may get married. They may get divorced. There's going to be income changes. They may purchase a new home. They may retire. They may start a business. They may have different health changes. In every relationship, we must be there for our partners through these various events. Now that we've protected our clients, it's time to spread the love. Our goal as business owners is to expand and grow our business. How? By asking for referrals. Other family members, perhaps, close friends, co-workers, neighbors, everyone that they may feel comfortable sharing with you. Tactfully ask them, who else do you know that loves their family and should have this conversation? And if you have your list, your referral list with you, just slide it to them, ask them to fill it out. And if they need to go look for their phone book or whatever, and most contacts are going to be in their phone. So if they have their phone handy, you can have them just look through their phone and just share names and numbers with these individuals. And if they would have them call ahead to let them know that we may be giving them a call. Here's a little added bonus that you may want to consider. What I personally do is I have refrigerator magnets printed. So after I finish with a client, I bring out my magnet and I show them and I say, look, I'm only a phone call away. If you ever need me, just go to your refrigerator, call me. Or if you have any individual that comes to mind that may need my services, please don't hesitate to give them my number, have them call me. So that refrigerator magnet, we all have seen them. You perhaps have some on your refrigerator right now, whether they're plumbers, electricians, gardeners, landscapers, roofers, whatever. Those refrigerator magnets are worth their weight in gold. So I would strongly, uh, encourage you to look into having some done for yourself. In closing, again, let me stress, our mission is not selling policies. Our mission is protecting families. Every family deserves a plan. Every family deserves options. Every family deserves education. And every family deserves the opportunity to protect what matters most.